And now we meet the hero of our story, John von Neumann, the father of game theory, credited immensely for helping create quantum physicists, helped greatly for modernizing the first computer, and helped create the nuclear bomb. John von Neumann was born December 28, 1903, as a child prodigy and a genius. His parents were but Austrian nobility, henceforth why he has the title von. And as we follow our hero through his morning routine, he walks into his living room and sees his television, made possible through his hard work and ability to be able to understand and create technology, an association for creating such great machines. His house, powered through definitely nuclear energy, made possible through his help and studies in quantum physicists and the creation of the very first nuclear bomb. John von Neumann, at a very young age, was one of the best math students in Hungary. And as we follow him on his way to school, he recounts in his mind as he is able to solve 8 number division problems at only the age of 6. He is able to memorize an entire telephone book. He can make jokes in classical Greek. And he graduated top of his class. As we see, John gets called up to class to answer a very complicated math problem. John von Neumann in his youth had to originally flee the country of Hungary after it turned communist, where he fled to Austria. He later, however, returned to Hungary to complete his secondary school education, and now he arrives for his first day of school. John von Neumann eventually took up a job. John von Neumann became a teacher and a professor at Princeton University. He became one of the top members of its board, eventually becoming the head chairman of the mathematics department, where he was able to work on his projects, his personal favorite being the study of game theory, which later becomes his life's greatest work. At Princeton University, he encountered a man by the name of J. Robert Oppenheimer, credited for making the nuclear bomb, where Oppenheimer recruited John von Neumann to help in the creation of the nuclear bomb. As we see here, John von Neumann and his laboratory coming up with the great theory known as game theory. Game theory focuses on the element of bluffing, a feature distinct from pure logic of chess and the probability theory of roulette that can be seen in today's world. Game theory studies interactive decision-making, where the outcome of each participant or players depends on the actions of all. As we see here, John von Neumann has finally made the breakthrough. As we see, John von Neumann opens his notes with his colleagues as he looks over his work for his contribution of the modern-day computer. One of his most important contributions in the field was the development of logical design for computers that paid attention to such concerns such as data storage and the processing of instructions. This was called the von Neumann architecture, and this became the basic concept of most computers. Von Neumann was also a pioneer in quantum physicists, where he built the mathematical framework of quantum physicists, and the development of functional analysis and in game theory, introducing or codifying concepts including cellular automata, the universal constructor, and the digital computer. In 1928, John von Neumann published a paper called Theory of Parlor Games, where he listed all of his studies of game theory. This became revolutionary to the mathematical world and became one of John von Neumann's greatest accomplishments he has ever done. John von Neumann now begins looking over the construction of the explosive lens that he helped create for the nuclear weapon. As stated before, he was recruited by J. Robert Oppenheimer to help him create the nuclear bomb during the times of World War II. Von Neumann was integral to the Manhattan Project, as he helped with the mathematical models behind the nuclear weapon. He was the first man to come to if you needed any help whatsoever. As we see here, he is at the control panel, working, creating the nuclear bomb that changes the art of war as we know it. Only through von Neumann's expertise in quantum physics is he able to make and help with this atomic bomb. As we see here, he is hard at work, beeping and booping at his computer, and he has solved it. He knows what to do now. Von Neumann climbs the stairs, overlooking a testing field. His mind races about a study of game theory, how the atomic bomb is exactly what it represents. Two forces, the Axis and the Allies, against each other, hoping to reach a goal. Through deception, through strategy, and through the like-mindedness of brilliant minds on both sides, von Neumann creates history.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.